All right, this is GrindWorks Podcast 4. Sitting here with Jake Hoebler. I'm Andy Vargason. Jake runs this small crew / company, BMXASFXCK. Does a bunch of other stuff around the area, films for people, edits, does a whole bunch of projects. So we'll get into some of that here, but I'll let him introduce himself.
I'm Jake Hoebler. I am from South Park, Pennsylvania, 23 years old, and ride BMX. Try to help out people doing what they're doing, stay busy, stay focused on the main goal. Let's have fun. That's about it, really.
Sweet. So, you and I have ridden together for a while, never really, super, we're not the first people we each hit up, but it's because we live kind of far away.
Yeah.
It's probably 45 minutes for each other
it took me about
to link up.
Yeah, 45 minutes.
So, but, I've lived down here for just shy of 5 years now, so it's probably been every bit of that we've ridden together here and there. A lot at the wheel mill, a lot just around the city.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we end up with squads of 10 to 15 people, and you're this is kind of a wild weekend for street riding.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh scene, it does seem like it's growing. Like the street scene, which I have noticed in probably the last 4 or 5 years. Ever since you kind of showed up in the Pittsburgh area, it's when I started to see that a lot more people started to actually go out every weekend, meet up and actually take time to, get crews. And
it's
nice.
Not that I'm necessarily the reason for that, but it does take someone that's out there all the time, and
someone's got to do
someone's
it.
hitting someone
someone's got to
up.
always be out there.
If no one's hitting anyone up,
then no one's gonna ride.
Exactly.
So as long as there's always someone, that will always be down to ride, which is hard to find.
Yeah, and it's typically always whenever I've linked up with you, it's usually you and Tim Posh.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he's your normal, regular guy, and then there's Cam.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just you three. Who is BMXASFXCK?
Well, pretty much, it was me, Tim, my buddy Robert, and Tyler Fries helps a lot. He's actually running the Instagram now. We're working on kind of rebranding everything and actually kind of making it something, not just here's some stickers. You know what I mean? We're actually trying to really focus on that in the coming months of 2019. We got stickers coming. Hopefully, shirts will be here by February. But I'm not really. I want to give it all to Tyler. I want him to run it because he's a huge BMX fan, and he loves it. He has fun. I think he's a good person to have run the page and talk to people about everything. And so I'm gonna let him do all that. And I'm working on a separate project myself. It's called Internal Brand as of right now, which might change next week. You never know. Because it's been a long process just even trying to figure out a name. But for the BMXASFXCK, I really want to, make something happen. With that DVD thing that's going on too, I've been really trying to work on that and figure out who's going to be in it. I really hope Tim can get a part. Because Tim absolutely kills it. It's by far one of my favorite riders.
It's getting him to film something and him thinking it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because he'll hop on a ledge a foot over bar height, pegs the whole thing 180 out first try, and be like, all right, next. And you're like,
dude, let's film that.
You just, you can do that again, right?
Yeah, Tim's awesome.
I've watched that happen on numerous occasions, and he's like, nah, I don't care.
Yeah, that would be awesome to have him get a full part. And, it's pretty much just been me, Tim, and Cam. I don't know what Cam's doing. Cam's got so much stuff going on, and...
Yeah, I think it's hard for Cam
to
commit to anything.
Yeah, especially right now, he has so many opportunities. He could really do anything for sure, which is awesome. That's great for him. Yeah, and for the DVD part, the whole DVD project, I really not even sure who's all gonna have a part.
I'm in the same boat with ours too. I know Tyler and I talked about this a little bit when he was on a couple weeks ago, but Josh and I both signed up as well, and we do have
separately,
a lot of,
or are you gonna do it together?
Separately.
Okay.
And we have a lot of overlapping people in our crew, but I have the whole New York side too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, how are we gonna put together a video that shows all of our crew and the whole Pittsburgh scene in only one video that's supposed to be under 45?
Yeah, because there's a lot of us. Yeah, there's so we got Max, we got Zach Burley, absolutely killing it. Brad Gibbs kills it. Cam obviously kills it. Tyler Kramer is killing it. Everyone's
sometimes.
Sometimes. But he's killing it. Tyler's the man.
I just gotta throw jabs at Tyler. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like,
and then Josh kills it. You know, everyone kills it. So it's kind of hard. I feel like us three putting out separate projects might be a good thing, but we just have to wait and see. Really.
I think it's just cool to have that much representation from the area.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've worked with Tim for a while when he was kind of planning that, because he had mentioned it to me, and then it kind of dropped off. And he's like, "Wait, are you interested in doing that?" I'm like, "I'm in." I'm like, "I'll tell my friends too, because like, based on the area, like it's gonna make sense for you guys to work on a project. It's gonna make sense for Josh and like his buddies to work on a project out of Butler, and then some overlap is cool because it'll be like, all right, well, they're all friends."
Yeah. But there's only thing I don't really want to make it like a competition with all of us too. I mean, obviously it's not gonna be, but like, I feel like if we all kind of overlap and like maybe Zach has a full part in Keystones, but like he has like some guest clip in ours.
Yeah.
Like kind of just overlap a little bit.
That's what I envisioned out of the whole thing when I was telling you guys, with kind of no real plan, because I don't think any of us have a plan. Like
I'm still
we signed up for it, and everything kind of started right as we were moving into like late fall.
So it was kind of
everyone's already wound down riding park regularly, and
it's
taking a day if we're good for it, but like there's no trips happening other than like Brad and Cam down in
Shout out to Brad and Cam down in Florida right now wearing t-shirts.
Thanks for the invite,
freezing
guys.
in a beanie right now.
But yeah, like it, you know. But are they going to come back with clips for a video? I don't think anything's been established yet.
I don't know. I think that is one thing.
Probably just dumping Instagram stuff and doing whatever.
Which is cool because they're the only people in Pittsburgh right now posting steady street stuff. Or I don't want to say street stuff, but like this outside riding.
I've been posting way too much wheel mill stuff.
That's if you go on my Instagram at Jake_Hoebler, it's all the wheel mill. That's it.
It's Hoebler.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I love that park though. Like, I could ride there all day, every day. Buy myself headphones, do some manuals, you know, whatever. But yeah, I'm already over it a little bit. Ready for the street season.
I agree, and you know, to some degree, it would be easier if it would have just gotten cold.
It's not even that cold out.
Right,
it's like in between. Right now.
It teeters between not being good and being okay, and then it's wet, and you're like. 30 degrees and a little bit of rain is not fun.
Yeah, and there's leaves everywhere. Everything's slippery. It's like...
So, like, we keep getting these teasers of being able to ride street, but we're not really out there.
It's not really there yet. Yeah.
Well, winter hasn't even really hit yet.
I mean, it's already, January 6th today?
Yeah.
Yeah, January 6th.
Yeah, probably a week from now when this gets aired, but... But I actually filmed one yesterday. Next weekend, I'm leaving to go to California for a week.
Really?
I don't get to take my bike, though. So not very fun.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Well, it'll be fun for work, but...
Yeah, make some money, you know?
Yeah.
Do your thing.
It's a trade show.
Yeah.
Hopefully make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Customers. But...
that's always the goal, right?
Yeah, like I needed to line a couple up. We actually tried to do this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I ended up sick. Yeah. And then we ran through the holidays. And I think we went 3 or 4 weeks without a podcast from episode 1 to episode 2. And like, whatever.
Episode 1, shout out James. You're so funny. You're the man.
And Tyler, you're a little long-winded. And Alex, sorry. At this point, yours has not aired yet. It's actually going up after this, but I couldn't start uploading it until we filmed this, because if it overlapped, it would have just sucked.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so as far as that video project goes, though, like, next summer is going to be awesome, because we're all going to be just slamming it out.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good year, that's for sure.
Like, on my side, I know for sure we've been filming for a DVD project anyway.
Mm-hmm. What, so last year?
Yeah, and the year before. So I've got such a backlog of clips already.
Oh, wow, I didn't even know that.
So, like, it's going to be super easy for me. Like, I've probably got a full part and a half already.
Yeah.
I've got stuff to distribute.
Mm-hmm.
I've got stuff for whatever. So I'm going to end up probably taking a back seat this year.
Yeah.
As far as riding goes, and be filming a lot.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm planning on doing this summer, too. I just really want to get behind the lens more and behind the computer. And I mean, I want to make a whole part, too. I want to film a whole part. But I want to create the whole video. Like, I have, like, the idea I have in my head is just, like, that's kind of why I really wanted to make my own project. Because I have this one vision, and, like, I feel like if you have, like, a bunch of other people editing it, and then one problem is, like, some people that want to film a part, they're like, oh yeah, I'll film a part, but can I edit it too? And I'm like, well, you know, I already have a whole vision for a whole video, so it's kind of like...
And you'll laugh at this because you've already probably heard it from every single person you've talked to. I want to use this song. And you're like,
yeah,
dude, you haven't filmed clips yet? And we haven't started editing yet. And just, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I gotta see if, like, it'll
the
pass copywriting, too.
Well, the likelihood that it works.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you can kind of screw off with the copywriting thing as long as you're only taking it to DVD.
Yeah.
It's, if you want to be able to upload it later.
Mm-hmm. That's where they might get you.
Yeah, because, like, the reality is, if you make a DVD and you sell copies, like, what are we collectively going to sell? 50 copies max?
Maybe. Yeah,
so,
maybe 50 copies.
I mean, just for whatever it's worth, copyright doesn't matter.
Yeah. But if you're going on, like, YouTube for, like, a ride, something that Ride's going to post or something, you got to watch that. Because when I was doing Cam's video, we went through the first song Cam originally wanted to use. It didn't work. No, I never seen it. Didn't see the light of day. Actually, Cam, there's like 4 edits that I deleted off my computer last night of Cam that never got used. I've edited the same clips like at least 10 times for that one project.
Yeah. Well, and you know, you get it all laid out sick. You get it all timed out for a song, and then that song is not feasible.
Yeah.
And you're like,
all right, here we go.
All right, yeah.
Whatever.
Stretch them back out, and we'll trim these back down to fit again.
Yep.
Delete all your transitions and blends and everything.
I spent so much time on that video. Yeah. It was fun, though. It's always fun helping Cam out and then seeing where all this stuff leads. Because we didn't know that was going to be on Rad or to come up.
Yeah,
He was going to post it on his YouTube channel.
Well, yeah, and didn't it... So, I mean, this might be a better question for Cam, but when he originally approached you to film and edit for him, was that, like... How did that come up?
Well, Tyler and him were filming. I only filmed...
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Tyler filmed.
Tyler
filmed pretty much the whole thing. I have this, like, a couple clips that I filmed on my phone.
So the editing part, then.
Yeah. Well...
I guess it's hard to find
how that kind of went about. I think me and Cam were just, at the time, we were riding every day, and it was like, alright, well, I mean, I can edit some stuff, you know, and then he just started sending me clips, and I started throwing them together, and he liked what I was putting together, so...
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah. It was a pretty easy process.
Yeah, so that was originally supposed to go to, like, Ride PA BMX or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you guys got hit up. This is where I felt like it was probably a better question for Cam, so you could just deflect if you want to, but, like, you know, it was originally supposed to be going up there after he was just going to put it on his page.
Yeah. And
then all of a sudden it was just a no words delay, like edits delayed. And no one knew anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ended up on the come up. Or no.
It was on Ride
Ride.
first.
Ride. Okay. Yeah, and then it just got shared on the come up later.
Yeah. Well, the version that Ride PA was supposed to get, we ended up not wanting it. like me and Cam both decided it was because of the song, and then something happened and we waited like a week or two, and then he was talking with dudes at Ride and made it happen. So
yeah, no, it's sweet.
Yeah.
Cam wants to get together at some point here.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, probably after this trip,
Mm-hmm.
I'll sit down with him and Brad separately. I'm not really situated well to do 3 people in the same room, I don't think, but maybe.
Yeah.
I guess, see, that's really going to depend on if we start getting into, I've got requests to put these on like SoundCloud or something like that, and Spotify, and just, so people can access it from the audio perspective, because the reality is we're not showing anything here that people need to see.
Yeah, it's just their faces, or my hat. You're seeing my hat,
Yeah, and I mean, if you've got like product you want to flash, anything like that, like, that's all cool. It's all right.
Yeah.
But as far as like, getting a bunch of people in a room, this mic will pick everything up. We could probably have 4 or 5 people sitting right here. But it's also just going to be
people just talking over each other. I mean, squad podcast would be awesome, but we need to you can't overlap each other, like one person at a time,
It's a difficult mentality to have, to remember what you want to say in the moment.
Yeah.
And let someone finish their thought completely.
Yeah. Especially more than 3 people, that'd be challenging.
And I catch myself doing it just during these like one-on-ones, like I want to start saying something and I'm like,
but you gotta let the other person finish that.
Yeah, or just totally derail the whole conversation. Just like, that's fun to listen to.
Yeah.
But now I was looking last night at like podcast, hosting sites and whatnot, and like SoundCloud's a big one. Yeah. And there's some others, but I didn't realize how, like, you can post stuff on YouTube and it's free. Yeah. You can post, like a 5-hour long video. And it doesn't cost you anything. But to post a podcast, just audio with no video, nearly every one of those sites is charging like $12 to $15 a month.
Really? So does that mean you have to have the subscription to SoundCloud to be able to upload?
To be able to upload. A free account gives you 3 hours of upload time, max.
Like not per month, just max.
Max.
Like you're done.
You're done.
That's like 2 podcasts, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you gotta delete one if you want to upload another.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta figure out what makes sense here, because why is it free to upload videos? Yeah. And you can do that, and then not free to do that with sound.
Yeah. Well, YouTube is a pretty massive platform that has a lot of ad revenue too. Just not even on like monetized things. Like there's ads everywhere, no matter what. So it's like they definitely make. YouTube probably makes a lot more money than SoundCloud and Spotify. Yeah. I don't know about Spotify, but SoundCloud,
does that take away from anything you've ever uploaded? Is I guess where I'm going with that, Yeah. It's not like you couldn't have those ads all over something like SoundCloud or something, and if you play a 15-second ad at the beginning of my song before or podcast or whatever before it plays, I don't really care. Yeah. But if they were branding YouTube over the whole thing in a giant watermark, I'd be like, hey man, what the heck's that about?
What's going on with that? Yeah.
But yeah, it just seems weird that there's not a lot of free platforms and that people are okay with it. Yeah. $12 a month is...
How much is Spotify?
See, when you post something to like SoundCloud or something like that, you link your RSS feed to Spotify and like the Apple Podcasts app and whatnot. So basically, if you're uploading to a good site like that, you just say that you want to dump it to those other podcast streams,
it just goes
and it'll go there.
Yeah, that is cool.
So like I've been looking at a couple, but I've done 3. This is the 4th podcast. I can't justify $144 a year to upload us talking in a poorly lit room. with a mic that's not even on a boom arm.
Yeah. I mean, after time, you know. Like,
and cameras that wobble every time I move the table like this.
Yeah, they all shake. Hey, it's a start, you know. You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. But, like, I don't know. I gotta figure out how to do this to that point. But I feel like that's kind of detracting from the conversation that we were having. So what's your new project called again?
Internal brand.
Internal brand.
I'm trying to work with some skateboard homies and some snowboard homies. I want to not make it just like BMXASFXCK, because obviously BMXASFXCK, you can't really. It says fucking it, you know.
Well, like, and BMX, so you've limited.
So
you've narrowed your market in two ways really strongly, and it's like. It's cool in the moment.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Later, when you're doing stuff,
I'm gonna be like 30, like, man, I should have like not made fuck at the end of that, you know. I'm not, like, if I were kids, are like, hey, Dad, you know, what kind of shirt is that? I'm like, I don't know. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, or like you could go pop culture with it and do BMX AF.
Yeah,
but like,
I mean, possibly
how cool
a shirt.
Is that?
Possibly a shirt. We'll have that. I've actually done some designs doing that, but yeah, I want to make this a brand just all around. I want to be able to touch every base of everything. I mean, I'm not really that big into skateboarding or snowboarding, but I love the culture of it. You know, like I got friends that do it all, so I figured might as well be able to have a brand that's like, oh, I got a BMX shirt, I can't give it to my skateboard homie. You know, I just want to make it all around everything, and eventually, you know, get it in stores, and that's way big. That's way out.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
Well, it's actually not that it's not hard, but it's generally not that difficult to at least get into like your local stores, like a Zoomies or something like that. If you've got kind of an all-around apparel, if you know the manager, they can generally get local stuff in.
Yeah.
At least in my experience there. I had some friends that were selling stuff through them all that way.
What, Zoomies?
I believe that's where.
Yeah.
It also could have been totally unofficial, and who really knows what the deal was there. But, yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. As far as limiting yourself, I think it's cool to have that avenue to branch off.
And then also have the BMX stuff, just on BMXASFXCK. Just be able to push all the BMX stuff towards that.
And you can do collabs with yourself, too. Which is like,
that's cool. I didn't
people
think about
get stoked on that, and you're like, yeah, I guess so, whatever. I know we've had that with GrindWorks, just in the sense that people, like someone that rides pegless, for example, is like, oh, I don't want to, like, you guys wouldn't be cool with me, or like, I can't buy your shirt because I don't run pegs. I'm like, I know that grind is in the name, but I've also watched you like pedal grind a 30-foot ledge, like you are grinding, and also it's just a name. Like, it doesn't limit anything other than perception, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's kind of a weird thing in that regard, but like even branching out from pegs and stuff, if that happens, I feel like it's still gonna be like this little thing that it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, that's kind of why I'm creating the other brand too. Which is why I kind of really want Tyler to run all the BMXASFXCK stuff. Just because like he loves BMX, like he's not going out there killing it every day, but like, he has a genuine love for the sport, which is why it's like it's a perfect fit. So like, and then that gives me time to focus on the other brand. So and I'm hoping to get all that kick-started this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Working on it. It's tough, but.
Dude, it's super tough, especially with no money. And then like you get stickers made to hype stuff up, and then you give every single one of them away, and you're like, I spent like $500 on stickers, and then like sold 3 shirts, and everyone wonders, well, isn't it like everyone's running your stuff, and you're like, yeah, but no one paid for it. Yeah,
exactly. Then with all the BMXASFXCK stickers, I did not sell one of them. I just gave them out as a promotion, kind of. I mean, with like shirts and stuff, it's gonna be a lot different. One thing that sucks is like, there's a lot of people that just like, you really want to give them a shirt, but it's like you kind of got to make something. You know, like, you can't just give it all out. You're not gonna grow. Simple as that.
Well, and some of it too. Like if you buy mediums, everyone needs small. If you buy large, everyone needs medium.
Yeah.
So
size is a pretty big factor.
I know talking with like Brant Moore and dudes like that, he's using, I can't think of the name of the site right now, but they make them to order. So like your t-shirt's gonna cost $15, but you might see $1 of it. Yeah. And they keep the 14 or whatever. Yeah. But if I get on your store and order one, they print it up, they ship it to me. Yeah. And you know, I think for like a small startup or like the BMXASFXCK stuff where you're not as keen on pushing it at this point, that might be the way to do stuff. Yeah. I'll figure out what that is and I'll get that to you. Yeah,
talk to them because that'd be awesome.
I get emails from them, so all I gotta do is check my email. But
actually, the stickers, the people I got stickers are from your recommendation, Vinyl Disorder.
Yeah, I use them too. I've got a stash that I'm like waiting to send over. Yeah. And get printed. Because we got to do something new. I've been on the same stickers, the same batch of t-shirts for the last couple of years. Yeah. But again, like I sell pegs, but I haven't had anything fresh to really hype and promote. So we've been in this little spot where I don't have product to promote, and I don't have people to promote the product. Yeah. Which is a bad cycle. Yeah. And I gotta just take the money from some of the pegs and dump it into fresh stickers.
Yeah. Which could be good. I mean,
if stickers... See, here's the good thing about stickers and giving them away for free. The ones people like are the ones you make a shirt of.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
The ones that are like, it's like, alright, good thing I didn't print that.
Yeah, good thing I didn't... Yeah, definitely.
So... Then stickers are easy too because you just throw them in boxes, ship them to people for jams, and then you don't have them anymore. Oh yeah. And other people are like, "This sticker sucks," but I don't have to hear the hate.
Yeah, right. Yeah, stickers are a great way for anything really. I mean, all the time I'd be like driving through the city, I see a random kid on a bike. I'm like, "Yo, here's a sticker." You know what I mean? Like it's a pretty good way for promotion, free promotion.
Yeah, so we've been talking about, and I haven't done anything with this yet, and purely just, out there in the moment, but just, I'm still trying to reason it out for myself too. We've been talking with Josh and a couple other people about, like, every time I have a store, and you have a store, and Josh has a store, etc., if a kid wants to buy something, he's choosing between each one of those stores. So I wanted to just kind of merge all of our stores onto one, because I've already got a lot of traffic on mine at least. Yeah. And just sell Josh's stuff and sell your stuff.
Do you have a site, or do you use...
I do. I have a .com with a store on it. So that's what I'm kind of thinking, that from the sense of particularly smaller stuff. Like if someone wanted to do just a certain run of stickers because they had like a funny joke or something that they were running with, then throw it up on the store. Like there's no need to make that a store. For you, it's just a hassle.
That's a pretty good idea. We should talk about that later, honestly. That's a really good idea. I haven't really thought about that.
Yeah, because I figure at this point, like, if someone's looking for Josh's, like a Keystone shirt, and then they get on the site and see a BMXASFXCK sticker, and internal brand hoodie, and GrindWorks pegs, they might change their mind altogether and order all of everything else. Or they might say, "Ooh, I didn't know I could get all of this."
Yeah, on one site. Yeah.
So it would turn it almost into like a distributor.
Yeah. That's a really good idea.
So I want to pursue that a little bit, And it pairs well with an event that I want to do this summer. I know last year, the Binghamton Gym, you were planning on coming up to that.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
And then it didn't work out. It was kind of all short notice, though.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, I need to pick a date, like, now, because I want to do it as a bigger trade show. I did have people set up booths last year.
Yeah.
I don't really know how well it worked out, but I didn't charge them anything to do it either.
Yeah.
So
which is cool.
Couldn't have been
really
bad.
Cool. Yeah.
But I've had this idea for a couple of years now. Last year was kind of like testing the waters. This year, I think I'm really gonna go for it. And then to just kind of add to that, is Interbike got canceled this year, and I'm like,
that's right. I didn't hear about that. Do you know why it got canceled?
When I was out there a couple years ago. Most of the BMX companies didn't go.
Yeah.
And they would like set up a booth in their warehouse and make it look like they were there. Showcase their product on Instagram. But they weren't there. And I think a lot of companies are doing that because it's expensive. Being out in Vegas, and then they moved it to Reno. I think it was Reno, and I don't think it got that good of a response.
No.
And they're probably just taking a break to kind of restart and say, hey, what's important here?
Like, what do we need to show? What needs to be seen?
Because, like, when I was out there, you're walking in, and, I mean, American Express has a booth at Interbike, and, like, a whole bunch of stuff. It's just crap.
Yeah.
And you're paying top dollar for nothing.
How much was it to get in?
I don't remember the number offhand, but I generally, like, a bike shop would have like kind of a free pass or something, or like a really discounted rate, and can send so many people to the show.
Yeah.
But as a company, non-displaying company or something like that, it was not cheap.
No.
And I mean, I was out there because Rachel and I had just gotten married, and we were on our honeymoon, and it's like, wait, Interbike is at the hotel next door?
Hey, might as well.
Okay, I'm gonna make this happen.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I walked the show and whatnot, but it's okay.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how much it would be to have a booth there. That'd probably be pretty.
It's multiple thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Which, for, maybe like S&M and Fit, like they had a booth there.
Yeah.
But does it make sense for FBM to set up a booth, or Standard to set up a booth, or
shout out Standard?
Plenty of other, awesome, at this point, not that they're small companies, but they're just not, I don't think they've got the income, or that it makes sense to spend that type of money.
Yeah.
And I know that, like, it wouldn't for me. And then, like, certain people, and I won't rat them out for this, but we're carrying around backpacks full of parts.
Yeah.
And, if you wanted to see what that company's showcasing, you link up with said person, walk all the way to the other end of the area, sit down somewhere, and look at the products over there. They're not paying for the booth, but they've got someone there.
Yeah.
That's a bad idea. Well, it is a bad idea.
Yeah, don't get caught. Don't get caught doing that, kids.
So, like, you've got that end of the spectrum, and then I think it was Volume that had stuff shown in a booth, and like, it made it look like they were at Interbike.
But they weren't.
And I was out there, and I linked up with Nick Harris and the Flat Tire crew. Yeah. They were out there, and then Brant and his girlfriend were out there. So, like, I was hanging out with them for a couple of days on and off throughout that, and then at the trade show. And I think it was Brant was like, I really want to check the Volume booth, and we like kind of figured it out that like they don't actually have a booth there.
Like, who runs Volume? Isn't What's his name?
I don't know.
You know what it is?
I should know, but
yeah, I feel like
I stopped paying attention a handful of years ago.
I stopped paying attention to everything.
And I don't care.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm way happier.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is that it's hard to run a brand.
Mm-hmm. And stay in the mix at the
same
time.
Well, and not care. Like,
yeah.
I don't care what's cool.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to sell stuff to people that care what's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. It's really hard to stay in the mix now. Like, there's just, I don't know. There's just so much going on, really. And I'm just trying to worry about, like, what's going on in front of me. Not really trying to worry about, like, this brand's doing and what that brand's doing. I'm just kind of worrying about what I want to do, kind of. Which is kind of, like, selfish a little bit, but, like...
Well, a little bit.
Yeah, a little
but
bit.
Do you find ever since you started kind of doing your own thing that you support the smaller brands more and more?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I almost go out of my way to find them.
Yeah. Like, someone asked me yesterday, what kind of frame would I buy if I could buy a new frame. I said, I'm going to walk in the wheel mill and buy whatever's there. Because I'd rather give them my money than, you know, go to Dan's Comp or something and buy a $400 frame. Like, shit, I'll go to my local bike shop, local skate park, and I'll buy whatever they got.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't even buy Red Bull at Sheets anymore. I wait till I get to the park and then I buy one. So give them my money. I've been kind of on that support your local stuff lately in the past year or two.
Yeah, well, I noticed it a lot when I was buying a lot of this equipment and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, if I go to Best Buy and I'm looking for something special, this HDMI switch, for example, they don't have it.
Yeah. And
the person will sit there and tell you right to your face, you should order it off Amazon. I'm like, hold up, dude. Like, you're like telling everyone to put you out of a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you can't get it, and you can't get it at an affordable price, like, everyone knows they can go on Amazon. Maybe you should just not say anything.
Yeah.
Just tell us what you can get, how much it's going to cost, and let us make that decision.
Yeah, don't try to push people away.
The thing is, maybe they could have that tomorrow, and it's roughly the same cost, and they don't even know it. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's going to be 4 times the price, and I'm going to say, yeah, I'll think about it, and then come home and order it on Amazon. Yeah. But the reality is, it's just bad business. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't that switch was one of the things I was out shopping for. Mm-hmm. But the one thing I needed was a splitter cable for audio to take a headset with a mic like this one and split it to be used on a computer for headset and mic, because you can't use the 4-prong or 4-pin.
Oh, you gotta split it.
You gotta split it to 2 3-pins. One to go in the mic input and one to go in the speaker input. Huh. So I was like, how hard is this cable gonna be to find? Yeah. And the person at Best Buy told me, well, that's what Radio Shack was good for. At this point, you'll have to go buy it on Amazon. And I'm like, okay, hear me out on this. Every single one of your gaming headsets over in that aisle has one of these included in the box. Yeah. You're telling me you don't sell them or can't get them?
And to go somewhere else to get it?
Yeah. So he's like, yeah, I can't help you. Then I went to like that batteries and bulbs place. Because they showed up on the internet for audio cables. And like, they don't have much. Mostly it's batteries and bulbs, as their name implies. Yeah. But, like, they had a couple audio cables, not what I needed. Mm-hmm. Then I was like, alright, well, it's on every gaming headset. Maybe GameStop has it. Nope, same situation. Like, it's in a lot of the headsets they sell. They don't even know what I'm asking for. I'm just, at that point, like, okay, I'm going to check another place. Yeah. Which I went to like Office Depot or something, because they generally have a weird assortment of stuff too. Yeah. They had the one that goes the other way. They had a 3 input to 4, and I'm like, okay, so where's the sister cable? Yeah. And they told me to order it on Amazon.
Did you end up finding it, or did you just order it?
And then I went to Home Depot, or Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't have it, and I just came home, and I'm like, all right, well, that's, I've made my effort here.
Yeah.
I'm just ordering from Amazon. I'm not even going there to check anymore.
Yeah. It's like Amazon now is just so easy, though, too, but it's like, still, it's like the feeling of going out and buying something is still like a good feeling, kind of like you're going out, you're doing something.
Well, I didn't want it 5 days from then. I wanted it that night.
Yeah,
like,
that too. You don't gotta wait for it to be shipped.
It could have been twice as expensive, and I would have bought it in the store. Yeah. Particularly, I really like Best Buy's warranties, and they're they prorate it. Like if you buy a year warranty and break it in 3 months, they give you 75% of it back because you only used a quarter of the warranty period.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, I'll keep buying stuff here then. So there's that, but what I was asking more about with that question to kind of come back in was I know since I've started GrindWorks, I've met a bunch of dudes like the Tables and Fables guys, and they're making sprockets out of the Boston area. The bar end guy, bar ends, was making them out of Nebraska.
Wait, that guy really just makes bar ends?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was just his Instagram name.
No, he does bar ends. But he was good friends with the Nowhere dudes. Lived right there, hung out with them a lot, did his bar end thing. Recently just moved back to Youngstown where he was from. But I don't think he's been carrying on with doing any bar ends since he's been out back here. But anyway, I've got a set of those because I'm seeking that stuff out more is kind of the thing. And I really like supporting that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I need them to support me too. But that's where I'd like to go with that whole trade show thing.
Yeah.
Is mostly the smaller companies.
Yeah. If we had Interbike with all the smaller brands, and not smaller brands, but just the brands that you wouldn't think would be there. If they had FBM booth, what else is there? The GrindWorks booth, just anything. Not just the Fit, S&M, and the Odyssey Sunday, everything. I would love to see a trade show where every single company can just go in and just promote whatever they want.
You almost can't bring those larger companies in because anyone that's there is not going to go look at the other stuff that's available.
They're just going to go straight to the big guys.
And that's something that I will have to really make a hard decision on when I start promoting this.
Yeah.
But that's kind of going to happen, and then the whole website thing with carrying other people's stuff on the store, that I want to happen, but I'm not sure that it's a priority over some of the other stuff. But yeah, we'll talk kind of offline about that after this.
Yeah, that'll be. We can make that work. We can make that happen.
I don't think it's gonna be that difficult to do.
I don't think it'll be there. I think it'll go smooth. Just gotta get this product back.
Yeah, so you said you had stuff on order for BMXASFXCK.
Yes, it's everything. I want to drop everything at once. I'm working on just getting the stickers done first. Getting that done. I want to find someone local. Because I was going to go through Vinyl Disorder again to get those stickers. But I don't know if you remember the quality of the stickers. It was very pixelated.
I think it was probably your artwork you sent out to them.
Yeah, no, it was. Because I had someone else do it. And the file was messed up.
So that sucks, but the reality is they should have said something. Been hey, are you sure you want to print these?
Yeah.
But they don't have to.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you did send it to them.
I was still stoked.
Yeah.
I was stoked.
They were alright. They weren't.
They're good from far from good.
Because everything I've ever had printed from them is awesome. With one exception, if you don't send them a vector image to do stuff on clear, they have to recreate it. And some of the edges didn't blend well, and it's something I've noticed, and probably no one else has noticed.
Yeah, but it probably bothers you so bad.
It's not the right logo.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got a sharp corner on the peg logo that shouldn't be there.
Oh, like where it's like rounded?
Uh-huh.
It's like
yeah, it's got a sharp edge.
Oh, that bothered me so
I
bad.
look at it and I'm just like, it's wrong.
Damn it. Yeah.
So
They had to like recreate that whole logo.
Yeah, and I mean it's not like it's.
I wish they would have did that with mine. Like, oh, this kid, he didn't send us the right pixels or thing.
Well, yours was just
Let's fix
text
it.
too.
Yeah.
Like they could have fixed it in 30 seconds, really.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Like, I've had good luck with them. I've used them and actually recommended them to other people. We've ordered stuff at my work through them. And everything's been pretty good so far.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything to change. I do have a list of other people. I'll show you though.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I know that's who I know who the BMXFU dudes use.
Yeah.
I've seen some other stuff that looks pretty good on Instagram. Typically, it seems like there's a lot of back and forth when you go through anyone to have stickers made though.
Yeah.
And if there's not a lot of back and forth, then I kind of question it almost.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, yeah, I want this, and then it's like, here's your mock-up, and I'm like, no.
Like, yeah, I kind of wanted,
like, like this.
Yeah, like this got to be like this, not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, everything comes out pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm still just really trying to find a shirt guy. I'm still undecided if I want to just buy shirts and just have them printed, or just get printed shirts and like have it come in already printed.
Yeah.
I would really like the feel, the quality of the fabric before I get anything printed on it. That's one thing I'm kind of concerned on.
Yeah.
I want to have some good stuff. I don't want to just have a $20 shirt with this brand with a.
And it's just a regular Gildan.
Yeah, I'd rather have like good stuff, good quality fabric, and I mean, it might be a little bit pricier, but I mean, I want to wear it, Yeah. I don't want to just sell them. I want to wear the stuff too. So.
I've always used Upstate merch.
Yeah.
They're super close to where I'm from. They're right north of Binghamton, about 20 minutes. So it is really easy to just, run up there, pick up the order. If you wanted to feel shirts, you probably could have done it. We never really did. I know Tyler said that he's used ML screen printing or something for his old band stuff. They're not Punxsutawney, maybe Punxsutawney, something like that.
I've never heard of them.
But I'll get you their info too.
Yeah,
and then
definitely.
Last I knew, Skate 14 was actually set up doing screen printing.
Really? I think I did hear that. I've never even been out there yet.
The place is fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't made it out yet. Looks fun.
You'll like it when you go. They got a new bowl and everything.
I've seen that
pretty
bowl.
crazy looking.
Looks fun. Looks real fun.
It's tight.
Is it?
It's tiny. I mean, it's only like 2.5 foot, 3 foot quarters, something like that.
That would be fun.
It's super fun.
I mean, I enjoy riding smaller stuff anyway. I mean, sometimes.
Manual all around that.
Hey, that's it. That's all I need. As long as I can find a pocket to manual or spin out of, I'll be alright.
You got it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Alright, On the Skids Studios. They are the ones that did our Pittsburgh GrindWorks shirts.
Okay.
The ones with the upside down P as the D.
Yeah.
So he printed those. His name is Jordan Milchak. I don't know if you know.
Is he from here?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of his name or.
I know he had the whole setup down below his apartment, and last time I talked to him, he had given up the studio part, was still living upstairs, but was looking for a house or something, or looking to move.
Yeah.
And then I just haven't talked to him in a while, so I don't know whatever's happened to that, if he is still printing stuff on the fly here and there,
Yeah.
Because I think he's got all the stuff in a garage still, just not ready to use all the time. So
what's it called? Skids?
On the Skids.
On the Skids. I have to look that up. Never heard of it.
Yeah. I mean, they sponsored the Street Jam here a couple of times.
What's your plan with that?
Street Jam?
Yeah. Are you doing it this year?
Yeah. I don't have a plan.
You don't even need one. Like, all right, this is the date.
Well,
we're gonna meet up.
See, the Street Jam's a harder one to pick because you have to make sure there's not a Pirates game.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And then, like, last year we did it, and there wasn't a Pirates game, but it turned out there was, like, a Luke Bryant concert.
That was
It was a concert similar to that weekend, and we had all the protests for something going on. That kid getting shot or something.
Yeah.
So
Antoine.
That whole weekend was just like crazy downtown and kind of sucked, and we had to move the jam to the park. But
that was a pretty fun jam, though.
It was fun. You just kind of know when to call it.
Yeah, Brad, this is for you. Remember how I did the $50 best trick down the thing? Brad's like, all right, first one to jump down it, gets the money. Kid just goes up, pedals, hops it. Brad's like, here you go. Calling you out, Brad. But yeah, that was fun.
I mean, on Brad's side there, I don't think he probably anticipated the session to go down on that.
I don't think anyone did. I mean, I knew Cam wanted to do something on it. But he didn't end up doing anything. No. Matt crank flipped it, which was sick.
And Kian tried to 3 it.
Yeah, like 4 times.
Kian.
That was nuts.
It's just wild.
That was nuts. He just looked at it and was like, is that kid gonna 3 it? It's like, I don't know. He goes, whoop.
Well, as soon as Brad said, who wants to send something down to 17, Kian goes, I'm a 3 it.
Yep. That kid's wild.
And afterwards, I don't remember who asked him, but they're like, what's the biggest set you've ever 3'd before? And he's like,
I think it's like an 8 or 9.
8.
Yeah, I was like,
oh, okay. Well, you just stepped it up a little bit.
Yeah, I forget what I was. Someone hit the rail.
Chase.
Was that Chase?
Yeah, Chase pegs it.
Huh. And then Matt Crane flipped, and I think that was it. That went awesome.
Really it.
Yeah,
that dude on the mountain bike sent the
stairs.
I mean, he almost landed all the way down it. He just sent it.
Yeah.
I don't remember what his name was.
He was the guy with the mountain bike.
Yeah, this guy with the mountain bike.
Yeah, the guy with the mountain bike ripping firecrackers. You know?
It's Linus's friend, I know that. Linus.
You know what? I seen him with Linus riding
Stretch,
north
maybe?
side.
Might be the name
it might be actually.
That he was going by?
Yeah, that might be it.
Something like that. Yeah. But that was a good jam.
That was a good time, yeah. That was a lot of fun.
It feels like that jam falls apart every year as soon as we go over into the city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I remember not the last year, but the year before. I don't even think I made it into the city. No,
everyone left the first year before we made it into the city.
Yeah, that was the year that Nick Harris did the Hank 5 whiplash on that ledge.
Yeah, but there were only like 12 people.
Yeah, there's only like a couple of them, yeah. I wasn't there. I forget where I went.
I don't know. My personal opinion on that is that we should always just stay in Northside. It's always worked out in our favor.
We don't kick that anywhere. MLK is a great startup point, you know.
I always feel like we move out of there too soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, like, everyone likes hanging out in the grass and just watching there. Like, that's where
it's
everyone
safe for
meets
everyone,
up, hangs out. Yeah. You know, half the time there's a food truck there or something. Yeah. So everyone, like, chills out, grabs food,
eats,
hangs out.
Drinks some brews, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
And it, you know, you could do that all day long.
Yeah.
Then we move over to the block, and, like, the block's fun, too, but all of a sudden you go from a spot that, like, 30 people could ride at once and not even have to be doing a train.
Yeah.
To a spot that one person can go at a time.
And then the street's a factor, too, because you got cars coming, and then sidewalk.
Like, that spot's fun, but it's not that good.
Especially for a jam. I mean, just having that many people on the street and stuff, it gets kind of hectic.
I'm actually surprised that never becomes an issue.
I don't know how. I don't remember ever seeing one cop car even driving past. Even, like, on my daily north side, not daily, but every time I cruise that area, I don't ever see a cop on that road.
We all know that this children's museum has security and stuff.
Yeah,
that's their parking lot.
Yeah.
Right up above. Mm-hmm. And people, like, gather in their parking lot to hang out and kind of watch what's going on in the street.
Yeah.
And it's never been an issue.
Yeah. Never. But as soon as we
every
get
single
into the
year,
city,
Brad takes everyone into the Children's Museum to try to ride their hubbas, and we don't even make it in there before we're all kicked out.
Yeah. Never really works out that good getting in there.
That 17 is cool.
We lasted the whole time with the 17, I think, didn't we?
I think we might have gotten kicked out right at the end, but everyone was done anyway.
Yeah.
Why can't I can't think of this dude's name right now? But BMX Booty Dreams.
I don't
He's
know.
always vlogging.
Oh. I don't know who that guy is.
Alright, anyway, I know his name. I'm friends with him on like everything. But I can't think of it right now. Anyway, I think he might like have worked in that area or something because he knew the person that was coming
to
kick us out or something, and I think he just kind of deflected it for a little while, maybe.
Yeah. Like,
I'm pretty sure.
We're on, let's do our thing
we're
for
all
5
good.
minutes.
We're all good.
Yeah. Ain't nothing going on. We're just hanging out. It's all good.
But yeah, then I think from there, like multiple people had flats or something and broken parts, and I ended up having to go back to the car.
Yeah, isn't that when all of us went down there?
I missed like every bit of that jam, waiting on people.
I remember like everyone kept saying, "Where's Andy? Where's Andy?" And you're up at your car, really helping a bunch of people out.
Yeah. But, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, you had to help some people out. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, Kean folded a wheel.
On that 3?
Yeah. Rachel actually brought me a spare wheel.
Wow.
Like, packed up the baby,
drove
down to the city, and brought my wheel down. I know.
That's awesome.
So, that worked out really well, though. But it was like, dude, you drove all the way out from Altoona. Like, you gotta at least be able to keep riding.
Yeah. Wait, he's from out there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's at Skate 1-4 all the time.
Oh my god. I just realized who that kid was. I don't know. Yeah, he kills it. That kid kills it,
Yeah.
I didn't put 2 and 2 because I knew that there was a Keenan out there that I was ready. I thought that kid was from like Ohio. Who 3'd the set was from Ohio.
Nope.
Oh, sorry, Keenan. You kill it. That's funny.
Yeah, I need some water too. I feel like.
So I want to ask you this.
This room's really hot right now.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. I still got my pads on. But what's your thing going on with the welcome jam? Let me ask you that.
I don't know exactly.
Yeah. Is it just like a best trick in the street room? Is that what it is?
I don't know. Mike hit me up and said that either, I can't remember if he said Shadow or Sabrosa, even though they're kind of like one and the same.
Yeah.
But they were supposed to sponsor that, and then just didn't get back to him. And he's like, "Do you want to switch it to GrindWorks?" And I was like, "Yes, but you have to call it Streetish."
Mike for like, oh, all right.
I was like, "We have to poke a little bit of fun at it."
Yeah, you got to. You got to.
So, it is the GrindWorks Streetish Jam.
So, like, how's that gonna work? Just like,
I don't know what he's got going on.
It's coming up.
I gotta talk to him.
You just haven't talked to him?
No.
It's coming up.
I did, like, I meant to, because I took pegs down. I got squared up because they always have pegs in stock.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, if I don't get paid for the pegs they had, I don't give them new pegs.
Yeah.
So we squared up. They've got a fresh batch of pegs in the shop now.
Seen that.
But Mike wasn't there when I was down there to talk to him. But I am, like, that's kind of what kickstarted needing to print some stickers.
Yeah.
And I really need
to, I have to hurry up and get those
jump on
before that. Yeah. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. Are you going to Swamp Fest this year?
I don't have plans to.
Yeah, I still really don't either, but definitely want to try to make it work. I'll start work around the same time.
Yeah, because that's what, like March-ish? Somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was supposed to go out to Michigan for that Capital Crew jam. I was talking to all of them. I might have a place to stay. So
there's a jam out in Michigan?
Yeah, with the Capital guys. Pretty sure it's for the Capital Crew.
That's like a far haul for them from Missouri.
It might be Missouri then. I don't know. I've seen a flyer like last week, but flyer is made. I don't know where it's at exactly, but apparently
their St. Louis Capital Lou Jam.
I think that's it.
Okay.
St. Louis?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, not Michigan. Sorry. Yeah. St. Louis.
That's like a 10-hour drive from here.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, everyone bailed on me on my trip out there when I sponsored a jam out there.
Yeah.
And I ended up driving it alone.
Let's do it, man. Come with me. Let's go.
I will see when that is and
I think
try
it's
to make that
April
happen.
16th. I think that's the day.
Okay.
Because I get back to work late February, so I'm only free on weekends.
I think he asked me to sponsor it too, and I don't know if I've ignored his message on that or if I told him I couldn't do it right now.
Are you still in that like group DMs with all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't even looked at that in a long time, so I hope nothing important's in that.
There's not. I haven't seen any new challenges for January.
Yeah, I don't even know if anyone did any of them.
Well, the whole December ones were kind of weird because they were all snow bike stuff, and you're like,
yeah.
I'm not
I seen one guy
stuff.
like the rail on fire and 180 over yeah. That's about all I've seen.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, Josh is pretty funny about that because we've got a group chat that like some people are in and other people are not, and then it's like it gets corrupted because someone will get added in that doesn't have iMessage, or like they'll lose service and have to send a text.
Yeah. And
it just breaks the whole group chat, and then they don't get invited back in.
I think Brad was saying, he'll tell me that. Yeah. I was like, yeah, get me in that group chat. He was like, well, you don't turn your iMessage on, so no.
I know. It's like every other message I send you is green, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know why. Like, my iMessage is all weird. It's like, because I don't have unlimited data, so I need data for iMessage. And like.
Right, but you probably have like unlimited text, and you're like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
iMessage off.
Yeah. I only use it when I'm sending clips over.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only time I really need it.
Yeah. So. Anyway, like, Josh sent something up in that was like, I don't know, who really cares about challenges? Like, I'm here to put a DVD out.
Yeah, that's like
that's the whole point. And I mean, I get what he's doing. He's trying to keep people motivated and on task.
Yeah.
Because a year and a half is a really long time.
Yeah, but it's a good amount of time for a DVD project.
Yes, it's even pretty aggressive, really.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Because
I'm gonna try to do it all in like 4 months. Like
exactly.
This summer.
I've actually, I've planned on doing 2. And I'm looking at, like, what I've got, and I'm like, I might do 3.
3 what?
Projects.
3 projects? No.
So, Tyler had mentioned one thing. He's like, well, what about an ice house only? And I'm like, dude, we have so many clips.
Just from, like, you
just
still
like
have
a
so
mix
many
video
from the ice house.
Yeah.
Dude, put it out.
I've got them all.
Put it out.
That's what I mean. Like,
come on, put it out. I want to see it. I haven't seen
like, super fun
local project in a while.
I mean, you'll really quickly see the whole evolution of it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because
that place was fun.
It went from a pile of plywood on a wall.
Yeah, with tire marks on it.
to like one of the most fun parks I've ever had.
That place was fun. That was such a good time. That was a lot of fun.
I really wish that we could have moved it to like the wheel mill upstairs and still have
that'd be so
all
great.
Of that stuff.
That'd be so great.
And then like Skate 1-4 was gonna take some of it, and then like whatever situation happened, they couldn't get their trailer out, or the dude was out of town, or something came up that our schedules did not ever match up to get that stuff out of there. But Anthony and Max took a lot of it to like Barn Park.
Really? I've never been there. Wait, whose place is that? Is that Max? The kid chicken fries?
Yeah, I don't know which one. I think it's Max's barn.
Yeah. This looks tight. Looks fun.
It looks super fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know those dudes took a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So at least it's getting used.
Yeah, which is good. Yeah.
Because the other thing that we had thought was obviously getting it trailered would be a pain.
Mm-hmm.
But if we couldn't find a home for it, we were going to drop it all at Sheridan. The grind boxes and everything.
You should have.
Well, I know.
Yeah, you should have.
Or under that bridge in Bloomfield.
Bloomfield? I lived on Sheridan.
Well, I like Sheridan more.
Yeah, Sheridan's so good.
Especially the long box. The double stack box with the long top one.
Yeah, I could ride.
Awesome.
Yeah, I could ride that flat rail forever.
Yeah,
that thing's so fun.
I consistently make this joke, but it's the best flat rail in Pittsburgh. 10 feet from the worst flat rail I've ever ridden in my life.
No, I agree. I agree. It's so fun though. And is that tiny little kink in it? It goes over like that.
Yeah, where someone bent it.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were trying to do there.
I don't know.
Stupid.
Yeah.
The little DIY ledge is super fun.
Mhm. There was like that red ledge, like in the back. Remember, there was like that red ledge
With the banks.
Mhm. That was fun. I don't know where that went. It
probably just
brought it out.
I think it just rotted away and got dilapidated.
That ice that like pole jam is gone.
Is that out?
Yeah.
The one that looked like a shotgun? There's like a double barrel pole jam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gone. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, nothing was fun.
Well, maybe we need to put a real pole jam in down there.
I think we should just build everything there. You know?
Mm-hmm.
People just put a flat ledge up at the green banks up at the point. Like 2 years ago, it was like a little flat rail, flat ledge. And they did something else too, but it was only there for like a week.
I don't like going there. Like, that spot is always just a bust.
Yeah, a lot of glass.
That doesn't bother me, but I'm just going to say shout out Primo Wall Tires. I'll aim for glass.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. I've been running the same tires like a year now. Since that was last leg. I was actually up that spot a couple days ago, last week or something. And it was filled with glass. I was like, nope. Not going here.
Yeah, I've never gotten up there and had like a good fun session. It's always just been like, as soon as you get up there, you're leaving.
Yeah.
Because security followed you up, or security headed you off and came up the other way. And like, dude, it's a rotted out old little spot, and we're not shooting up heroin here. So
yeah, I don't like going there. One time when I was like I was young. It was like 14 or 15. I was up there with a couple buddies, and one friend was smoking pot, and the guy comes up undercover, glasses on. He looks over, puts his glasses down, and just grabs my friend and walks down the steps. And me and my friend are standing there like, huh? let's leave. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Now would be a great time to leave.
Yeah. I think this is our time to go.
Sorry, other friend, but you're on your own.
Yeah, seriously, that's what I said. I was like, oh, your choice, whatever.
Yeah, but like, once they find out that you're not doing anything wrong up there, like, it's not like it's a pristine place that you need to maintain.
No. I think it's only there because it's like a war spot, or like they had all the cannons or something like that. That's probably the only reason it's still even there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably, I mean, it like even the sub boxes on it, it's all just railroad tie, so it's not like you can do anything.
Where the quick read part is, like, that used to be a really good quarter, like 10 years ago. Like, that was a solid quarter.
That's probably like right around the time that they totally renovated that whole place too, though.
No, this is way before that.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
2005.
What was that? 7 years ago or so that they renovated all that? I know it was before I moved down. But it wasn't long before I moved down.
I remember as soon as it got finished, that's when Cam tucked over the huge bank at the stairs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right along the
That was when Cam was like 14, so... about 7, 8 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been like right before I moved down.
Yeah. Something like that.
That's cool, though. Like... It just sucks that spot's kind of a dead spot.
Yeah, it could be something, but...
Yeah, it's gotta get the, people.
Yeah.
Need to be cool with it being ridden.
Yeah.
Or else it's not worth going there, especially taking the jam there. We actually got a good long session there that first year.
I don't even remember you going there. The first year? I
don't
think
I made it over. The first year where it was
year.
only like 12 people that ended up over.
Yeah, I don't think I ended up going over.
Might have been a little more than 12, but we lost people. people left to go get food and never linked back up.
That's what we did. I think I went to get food and just left.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, well, I don't know where anyone's at. And like, I was pedaling in a car or something. I seen like a couple groups over there. Seen a couple people cruising that way. I'm like, I don't know where to go.
that first year was an awesome learning experience about like your jam can't be more than 5 hours long.
Oh yeah.
If you link up at noon, you need to be wrapped by 5.
Yeah.
Because people might stick around, but you need to be like wrapped with prizes and everything.
Oh yeah,
by
prizes,
that point.
product toss, all that's good.
And then the rest is just like, if you guys want to keep riding, we're here till dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise,
there
like
are
link up at the bar at 10:30 or something.
Yeah, like there are people that go there, absolutely kill it. You're planning on giving them product.
Yeah, and then they leave.
Yeah, but they have like work or something, you know. So it's like you kind of do gotta fit it in a tight schedule. But like afterwards, I mean, you can still do whatever after.
The one thing I always want to change is the whole best trick thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's generally just comes down to I don't like being on the megaphone that much. And actually, this is like I'm almost using this as like
learning.
I need to just talk.
Yeah. No.
And I'm not that good at it.
Me too.
In that setting.
Yeah.
I can talk forever in this setting. It's really not that big of a deal.
Like screaming, like, yeah, let's go, you know, like
saying
something.
I'm not the
Brad loves it. Brad loves it. Brad, let's go, come on.
But
I can't do that.
The one thing I can say, like, let's use MLK as an example. Because MLK, everyone can ride all at once. And everyone does ride. As soon as someone says best trick on X, everyone stops riding.
Yeah.
And no one participates.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest fun killer, and it's like, well, we don't need to do a best trick contest to keep giving people prizes.
Yeah.
Like, we've got so much, let's just throw it at them.
Yeah.
And it's hard to break that mentality for a lot of people. Like, because Brad does it, and then my buddy Cam does it the same way.
Yeah.
And even, like, we'll do the jam at HCS up in Vestal, Binghamton there. And it's like, everyone's riding, having a good time. As soon as you say best trick,
it's like, oh.
It's like you might as well have the record scratching sound on standby, because it's like,
yeah,
and everything stops. Mm-hmm. You're like, all right, well, that was a bad call.
Yeah, I always feel like if you just let it happen, and you just pick a few people, like, they have to, like, Max the 1 year was absolutely killing it. Like, and Tim, that year that Tim did the what did he do? He did something crazy, like always. And I was like, I don't know, instead of saying like, okay, we're gonna do a best trick here, it's like kind of watch people all day and see who has like the stamina, the consistency, like all that stuff. Like, 'cause that matters too.
Well, in like the last couple of years, it's been that Travis dude and Matt are like the two killers. Travis is the dude that comes out from Ohio.
I don't know.
Usually has like a short red beard. Short to mid-length.
What's his Instagram name?
It's a travesty. Okay.
I'm sure if I've seen him.
Yeah, you probably know exactly who he is, but like he comes out every single year, totally kills it. Like you know, every spot just kills it. And you're like, all right.
Same with Matt.
Same with Matt.
Dude,
exactly.
He
like
destroys everything.
Well, and it's like, okay, so they've been the dudes like the last 2 to 3 years now. You know, is it fair to keep?
Yeah,
like it's not fair to not give them their due prize, but it's not cool for the rest of the dudes that show up to the jam to go, oh great.
Yeah, that's
like,
kind of
we already lost.
Yeah, that's kind of the same as like say we have a contest in the park room, and you go like Cam. Absolutely, you know.
Cam doesn't win anything.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we got Cam. He just, you know, doing stupid stuff. Like, it's like, dude, can we give him prizes because he's just like so good, and this is his local setup, or like, what's going on?
See, contests are always weird to me because if you take Cam and put Cam against Tyler, if Cam barred the spine and Tyler barred the spine all day long, Tyler wins that.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Tyler doesn't send bars like that.
Yeah.
And
if I seen Tyler throw a bar over the spine, the high fives all day.
Dude, the hype would be out of this world.
Yeah.
Versus Cam going bar, we'd all be like,
all right, cool.
Cam, one of those should have been Oppo.
Yeah. Like, come on, Cam, you do better than that. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, cool. 3 bars. Good for you.
Even last year, when the Uncovered contest, that, what's his name? Mark, he did the flip to Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't count that for anything in that contest.
No.
But, you know, that kind of upsets me. Mad Mike's gapped the grind off the same lip to a grind. That street, and they flipped the Smith, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. That contest was a little weird to me.
They all are. But,
Yeah.
like, it doesn't take individual skills into account, which is what kills me about contests like that. And it's the same with best trick. Like, whether it's a jam format or best trick, you're just like, okay, I'll participate, but I don't like it.
I mean, contests are weird. I don't really like contests. I mean, they're so fun to do just to hang out with your friends and ride bikes, but like, and to see people you haven't seen in a long time. But like, other than that.
Yeah, well, you have to put so many rules and restrictions on stuff that makes it not fun.
Yeah, and like you have to put so many rules and restrictions to make it fair. To an extent. But yeah, it kind of ruins the fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fun.
Well, like that one guy, he had a yellow bike. He was doing he did a crank arm saran wrap, I think. I thought that was the coolest thing all day.
Declan.
Yeah, I thought that dude should have won everything. That dude was so sick. But like, I don't know. I guess it doesn't really work out like that.
Well, and I should know this dude's name too. The dude that was doing wall ride to fakies all the way to the top of that wall.
What do you mean?
So he's coming up next to the rail.
The shadow wall?
Yeah, the quarter pipe, the little quarter pipe next to the big quarter. Right to the wall. He was
work?
going, no, not work. So I think he's the dude from like the Philly area or something like that. But he was going all the way to the top of that wall. And then just coming out. And you're like that doesn't count for anything, dude? I don't know. Like, it's, how do you define street? That's why I said street-ish.
Yeah, that's probably the best way you could have put that. You know?
Yeah, like it's a joke, but it's serious because I'm not, you're in the park room.
Yeah.
It's called the park room.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to host a street contest in a park room, you can't all of a sudden say, well, that trick didn't count because you came out of a quarter pipe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, that stuff's just...
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Are you on the docket for any jams or anything this year, though?
Not really. I haven't really been thinking about it.
Other than the street jam, I assume?
Yeah, I really want to go to other jams this year. It's kind of my biggest thing. I just want to go travel.
I would like to do that, too.
Yeah, I just kind of passed.
It's a little bit harder with the baby, but...
Yeah, having a baby would be tough.
I want to get back out to Chicago, personally.
Still never been? Still never been.
Gotta make it happen.
I know. It's gonna happen this summer. Probably, I don't know. I might win that St. Louis. How far is St. Louis from Chicago? Chicago's only, what, 5 hours?
Chicago's like 7, maybe, to drive. It's not.
St. Louis is probably, what, this... wait. I don't know why I said it.
10
south,
from here.
South of Chicago.
I want to guess maybe 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah, Chicago is like up, and then St. Louis is just like
over.
St.
Louis is on the border of Missouri and Illinois. So when you're in St. Louis and you're looking like out at the arch and across the river, that's Illinois.
Okay.
So, like, it's not that far, but
still
Illinois is very long, north to south.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess 5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try and make as many trips happen as I can.
I need to make Detroit happen.
Yeah, I've never been there.
And I need to make Boston happen.
I've never been there either.
Boston's a hike from here.
Is it? Well, it's what, 2 hours from Philly, isn't it?
It was like 5 or 6 from Binghamton when we went, and it's 6 hours
that's all
to
the way
Binghamton.
through PA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the far east coast side of Massachusetts.
Yeah. That's a hike.
It is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I probably won't even make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, Boston, I don't know if it's on the list this year, but Chicago definitely is on the list.
If you can put the extra time in, do Chicago and Milwaukee, because they're only 2 hours apart.
Yeah, I want to hit Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Really bad. Definitely gotta check that off the list.
And then Asylum Skate Park too.
Asylum Skate Park?
It's in North Chicago, so it's actually like almost a full hour north of Chicago.
Wow.
And it's only 2 to go up to Four Seasons. So we went up there, I think it was Tyler, Zach, and I, for a contest some time ago. And we went up, drove all the way to Milwaukee first, crashed there and overnight, went to Four Seasons in the morning, and then drove down to Asylum to go to that contest.
Yeah.
And then drove to wherever, South Bend, Indiana, for the kitchen. Stayed there overnight, rode the kitchen that morning, and then drove home.
How far is the kitchen from here? South Bend.
5.5 hours
That's
or
not
so.
bad. Aren't they shutting down?
For a couple of years now, they've been struggling economically, but financially.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, it seems like they always kind of make it out of it.
Yeah, which is good. It's good.
It's good and bad. I mean, what's the longevity of being able to just always go fund yourself out of stuff?
Yeah, that's not too stable. Not too stable. I actually heard that skate park in Swissville is gonna start allowing bikes because they're hurting so bad.
I said that right from the minute they were
Yeah.
opening up. That won't last long.
Yep. That place would be fun to ride.
Yes and no. The dirty looks you're gonna get from everyone that's already got bad attitudes there.
Yeah, I feel like if we're gonna do anything, have a bike night. Don't allow us all out together because that's not gonna end up good.
No, yeah. If you just did like Sunday nights.
Yeah, Sunday and like Wednesday nights, just something like that. Just have a break from the wheel mill. You know, that'd be nice. I mean, not hanging on the wheel mill, but
no, but I mean, we always just need something different.
Yeah, even though I'm going there after this. But
even like Wedgwood, it's not that far. Well, it's far for you though.
No, it's probably
about
the
an
same
hour,
for you.
Hour and 15.
Yeah, hour and 10 minutes.
All right.
So I just hop on.
Nearly identical.
Hop on
79.
79 the Parkway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
One time I took 30 the whole way.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, it's on 30. I took that took a little longer though.
Yeah, it's
the same road that Imperial's on. It's the same road.
From here, we just hop on 76, and it goes all the way right into the Ohio.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. That seems like a good idea in theory.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, from work, it's not that convenient.
Yeah.
But I think they're open till midnight every night.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. Sick.
Which kind of re-justifies the drive out there when you're like, it's gonna be 6:30 by the time I get there. But
if it's open till midnight, it's like you still got a solid 2 or 3 or 4 hour session.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
I need to go out there more often.
Woodwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Skate 14. Skate 14 is only an hour and a half for me.
That's not that bad. Yeah, it's like 2 hours for me.
Yeah.
Kind of why I never went. Like even Ice House was like a little. It was 59 minutes from my house. But that's with 66. And I was paying a tool. I hate paying tools. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I don't even care if it's $2. I hate it. But Ice House was so fun. I was very sad to see that go.
Me too. Yeah. But at the same time, like, there wasn't much more we could have done with it.
Yeah.
Like, we could have gutted the whole place and moved stuff around or rebuilt, but with the space and the way
it's
the
so
doors and
limited.
everything were, like, we used everything as best we could. And if we had tore it out, we would have rebuilt almost the exact same thing.
Yeah, but like maybe put that ledge on the other side.
The only thing I wanted to do that we never ended up doing was to take the corner bank out. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like a 45 in the corner.
Yeah,
it's real
yeah.
weird.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to take that out, and I wanted to take the vert wall off the other wall that was next to it, and make a curved wall ride.
That
So
would
just
be
lay it
sick.
on its side, put it in the other one, and build a bank to sub.
Oh, that would have been so fun.
It would have, but I don't think it. See, the
curved wall would have been tight.
The curved wall, no, it would have been a 4-foot radius.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been that bad.
Yeah.
But the thing would be like, it's a curved wall, so you have to hit it with speed.
Yeah, and coming out of it, you're just flying
and
into a wall.
If you're riding there alone, that's fine.
If there's like
if we had people there, that thing becomes useless.
Even riding there with like 4 or 5, no, like 5, 6 people is kind of tough.
I mean, we had like 15 there that one time, a couple of times actually, like 12 to 15, and those sessions were still really fun though.
Yeah.
It didn't make a lot of sense how you fit that many people into that space to ride.
With all the rams and
The last lock-in we did, Zach brought his PS2, and almost everyone just stayed in there playing Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX instead of riding.
I probably would have been too.
But
it's a fun game.
It was pretty fun. Yeah. As soon as we ordered pizza though, and everyone was eating, and then like everyone was playing that. And, I mean, no one was really all that into it. But I think I was hurt too. If I remember
correctly. How long ago was that?
April.
No. Really? It's been that long already? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think we were done in April, and then I had it until like the end of May.
Yeah.
To get everything torn out and everyone out of there. Which the teardown was quick. I mean.
Yeah, I bet.
Spray painted each layer of the wood on there over the seams so that you could line it all up and just re-put the wood on. And pulled the ply off, and
that was it.
Then the frame comes right off the wall and you're good to go. Everything was built in 8-foot sections anyway, other than that one long vert wall.
Yeah, that place was fun.
I'd do it again.
Yeah.
I joke about it a lot, because it's like, if we're, when we're buying houses or something, like, because Rachel and I have been looking a little bit.
Get a big garage.
That's
very big separate garage.
When there's like a 2-car with like a space in between, or a 3-car, I'm like, Ice House V2.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm using my garage. And I'm like, all right, you can have your parking space, but it's still Ice House V2.
There ain't no stopping Ice House V2. It's gotta happen.
Pole barn.
Just go buy a barn somewhere and just make it work.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Someone's
gotta do it.
A basement warehouse wouldn't be bad. Like, that's what Skate 14 is in, is a warehouse basement.
It's in a basement? How tall our ceilings are?
I would say they're probably like 12.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good, but you get into spots where you're hitting it.
Yeah.
Maybe 10. I think they're more than 10.
Yeah.
I know that Kian has a photo, and I just reposted a couple of days ago.
I think I've seen it.
Where he's hitting the ceiling on the vert wall.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. That'd be a good time.
So, what else you got going on other than riding and everything?
Working. I'm laid off right now. Dealing with unemployment. Broke. Just bought a car.
That's a good time to be on unemployment.
Yeah, I'm 23, broke, bought a car. Yeah, it's waiting until February to get back to work, start making money, traveling. I actually just gave up a union operator's job to kind of do me for one more year to see what I can do.
Yeah.
So it's kind of focus on these brands and see what I could do. Connect with people, meet new people, and this network makes stuff happen. Kind of all I want to do 2019.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
Not doing the unemployment thing. I don't plan on it, but it just makes stuff happen. Like, it's easy to sit around and do nothing.
It's very easy.
And like, I feel like this is a good start
Yeah.
for just doing something else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as I've been riding less, hanging out with the baby and everything.
Yeah.
I run out of content to post because I noticed that I was filming probably 90% of the stuff that got posted on Instagram.
Yeah.
And if I'm not out filming it, then I'm not getting content.
Yeah, so sitting at home is probably pretty hard to stay steady with the content, huh?
It is. I've been doing a couple other things. Like, I try not to talk about it too much on this because I don't think people care. But the whole last podcast was mostly based around like video games and streaming video games because Alex has been broken.
Yeah.
So he's been like building computer, playing games and everything. But I've got it set up. I've been doing like games of bike on that BMX Streets game.
Yeah, I've seen that game.
So it's not a multiplayer game.
Yeah. But
I've got some overlays and everything for the streaming that I can keep score on there and everything. Mm-hmm. And as long as, if like you're streaming pipe and I'm streaming pipe, we can co-stream it and I can see what you're doing, you can see what I'm doing.
That's pretty cool.
And then anyone that's on either of our pages can see both people.
Yeah.
So like they can watch the game happen.
So you guys are both streaming, so like you got people streaming on yours and other people watching his.
Yeah.
But does that counteract as like, do you get those views too?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It basically throws one on top of the other, like a split screen multiplayer.
So like say I'm watching yours, and that's your view. Is he getting that view too? Like, does it tell that I'm seeing his too?
Yep.
That's cool.
So like it's pretty fun, and I've been trying to do that occasionally. Like I don't want to flood that into the Instagram feed because I feel like nobody cares.
Yeah.
And like I've been debating, does this podcast get, because I can live stream the podcast while we film it.
That'd be cool, because then you can see that comments.
Yes and no.
That would be pretty cool.
I talked about it on the last one.
We should have done that. That would have been funny.
The thing is, I need to adjust my layout here. I need another screen to mirror the chat to. That's so like here. Yeah. So we can both see what's going on.
Yeah. But like reading comments would get annoying too. You're like, oh wait.
Well, it does. It detracts from conversation.
Yeah.
There's like just people want to heckle.
Oh yeah, people want to talk smack and
And so like basically, if we're gonna do it live, I need to have someone else moderating. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then it just becomes its own issue. Yeah. And like I might try to do it. I talked about it in the last podcast, so I'll be brief on this, but a 5-year-old computer that was good 5 years ago, and it's not really up to the task of probably streaming and recording at the same time. It's good for either.
Yeah.
So if everything's going really good with this, if the whole streaming thing is doing anything, like I stream video games almost every night because what else am I doing?
Do you get like mad viewers?
No, but I also kind of suck.
Are you using Twitch?
Mixer.
Mixer
is
a lot
more.
I actually downloaded Mixer to try and watch your thing. I forgot because I have an app that I just noticed on my phone like yesterday. I'm like, what is Mixer? Why is this on my phone? Yeah. Now it makes sense why I have it on my phone.
Mixer's a lot easier. Like,
yeah.
For anyone playing Xbox, you can just hit your home button and then tab over and hit broadcast, and it instantly goes to Mixer. You don't have to do anything.
That's cool.
So, like, that's where I started doing that, and then Twitch is kind of like too big.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
but I like the mixer thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it keeps it easy from the Xbox. I can play with a lot of those people that don't have computer setups to do it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Twitch is just not. It's easy enough, but it's not.
Didn't you get paid to use Twitch?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
You can get paid from either one.
Yeah.
You have to meet certain requirements. It's easier to start getting it through Twitch, but at that same time, what's it mean then?
Yeah.
If anyone can get it, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. That would be pretty cool to get paid streaming, but I don't think
it's kind of I don't know. Yes and no.
Yeah.
If I was in a situation where I could start monetizing it, I might. The thing is with streaming that pipe game, I talked about this one on the last podcast as well, but they allow modding on that game. So on the PC version, you can download the game, create your own map, and dump it into the game, and other people are doing it, and it's pretty common. But they are totally cool with that as long as you're not charging people to use those maps.
Yeah, then it's kind of
So I feel a little bit weird with the playing games of bike thing, where the game's not multiplayer. And it's not that I feel real weird about it, but a little bit if I was monetizing the page playing games of bike, that's weird. Yeah. I either need to not do it, or I need to not play games of bike. Because if you're playing the game and streaming, that's normal, standard protocol. If you're making money streaming, you're making money streaming. Yeah. But the games of bike thing is where I'm kind of weird about.
Yeah. Yeah, that might get a little iffy.
But I like the games of bike thing because it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
The thing I wish I could easily do is get it so that you guys could play bike. If I had two other people to do it, and I could actually apply my overlay, and I have to be a third person in the co-stream.
So you'd kind of host it. You'd host it. That'd be cool.
I'm just not really sure how to go about doing that stuff.
Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff I gotta learn about doing this and that. And I don't know.
It's all a learning process.
Yeah, I mean...
Makes it fun.
Right now, we talked about the SoundCloud and stuff earlier. I really gotta figure that out, though, because...
Yeah.
YouTube sucks. If you're trying to listen in the car, you can't minimize or close the app.
Unless you got premium, which I just got the free month trial. Okay. It's great. But, it's $15, so... I don't know. The only reason I got it is because I use YouTube for music.
Yeah.
And if I'm riding, I can't have YouTube open in my pocket or
your phone will be dead.
And I'll hop on a rail or do a turn down and I'm changing songs. I go from Gucci, do a turn down, now it's on not Gucci. So yeah, it's expensive for YouTube Premium. It's kind of worth it.
It's kind of weird that they went that route with it. Why? Everyone wants this thing where you can just minimize the app.
Yeah, that's it. That's all people want.
Be normal.
That's all people want.
And they're oh, okay, well, we'll charge you $15 a month for it. And you're
why?
Wait.
No, come on. Just make it free. That's all people want. Is to be able to close YouTube. That's it. Quit hassling us, YouTube. Come on.
You don't want YouTube Premium. You just want to be able to close the app.
And there's no ads.
Songs still play.
But there's no ads too, which is cool.
Alright.
So I don't care about
fair
ads.
Enough,
I don't really care about ads anyway.
Well, I guess it would suck when you get the purple mattress ads or whatever, and they're 5 minutes long.
I've had 11 minutes. I think that was the longest ad I've ever had.
Yeah. So at that point, if you were just in your zone riding and then you think you're getting a 5-second ad
and it's
and it's 6 minutes just talking and you're
going.
Not that you'd let it get that far, but
yeah, no, as soon as the song stops, I know it's coming. Hurry up, just get it over with. Hurry up, wait 5 seconds, skip that ad.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hear this.
Yeah, I agree. I haven't ridden with headphones in a long time.
I've been doing it recently just because I've been riding to the park just like in the early evenings and there's really no one there, so it's a nice little warm up, wait till people come, just do some fakies. Just warm up, just listen to some music, cruise around the pump track.
Obviously, you said Gucci. What else are you listening to right now?
I guess
everything.
I don't know. A lot of Gucci. That's it. I don't know. I've been kind of getting into this whole California little clout phase. It's all of them little SoundCloud rappers, but I don't know. Like, I was listening to Iron Maiden on my way to the park this morning. You know, I had to go from everything. So.
Yeah. I do too. So.
Yeah. Except country. Everything except country for me. But I did have a country phase. It happened. It did. It was a solid 6 months. Country was in my car, playing, non-stop.
Sick.
Yeah, dude, it was so sick.
I mean,
it was whatever.
I guess it depends on how you're defining country, because like
no,
I
I'm saying
could do like
country.
a lot of Johnny Cash and stuff like that.
I'm saying like country. Like I'm saying like wagon wheel.
Well,
like it's weird
like
stuff.
stadium country type stuff, like the newer stuff, or like real country.
like the stuff that like.
Right,
you would
so
never
the
think
stuff
of.
the stuff that you just like not proud to admit.
And I just admitted it on camera, so
that's alright. I ratted my buddy out on Tyler's podcast, Joe Banks, because he got out here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, his T-bogs are crazy.
And he's like, hey, just in case you guys ever want to know, it's exactly 2 Taylor Swift albums from my house to here. And he's like, I know that because that's how I got here.
Oh my god.
I'm like, oh,
hey,
okay,
Taylor Swift ain't bad, you know?
I mean,
I can't ride to her, I can't listen to her, but she ain't bad, you know?
I mean, if you're owning, like, how can you be embarrassed by what you're doing? Like, it's
yeah, yeah. Who cares? No one cares.
No one cares.
Yeah.
We'll make jokes about it, but
yeah.
I'm not even like making fun of you. I'm like, good for you to being honest.
Yeah, I ain't scared, you know?
Tyler wouldn't say what he's been listening to lately.
I'm about to ask him when I see him. Say, hey, what are you listening to right now? Don't worry about it.
Everyone asks Tyler what he's listening to. Because he won't tell us.
It's probably Taylor Swift. That's probably it.
It's probably worse.
Yeah, Montana.
Tyler does love pop
Mars.
music.
Does he really?
Yes.
You can't be ashamed of it. You know, if you like it, you like it.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I listened from Boys to Here. 100.7 was on my radio. True story. I don't know what was on because I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm going to start my car and it's going to still be on there.
Yeah, the whole way home.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, whole way to the wheel mill at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta catch a quick session, you know, always.
Sounds pretty good. Yeah. Almost 7.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try to squeeze that in too, but I doubt it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's wrap this up and go. Catch a session.
Alright, well, that's a close. Real quick closure, but we're going to wrap this up.
Oh, yeah.
So, thanks for watching again. Thanks for listening. You know, typical, drop your socials, anything you want people to follow.
At Jake_Hoebler, HOEBLER on Instagram, Facebook, you know, follow BMXASFXCK at BMXASFXCK. Follow that. Yeah, hit me up. Let's ride. Let's connect. Let's do something.
Alright, and, you know, I don't like to do this, and I haven't done it on any of the past ones, but like, follow, subscribe the YouTube video.
Yeah, bro. Let's get it.
I felt so douchey doing that.
Like, comment, subscribe.
But that's a wrap. Thanks for coming out, Jake.
Thanks, Andy.